There is a new way to make money on YouTube that doesn't involve creating your own videos or even starting your own channel. That's right, you can make a full-time income from YouTube without wasting months or years of your life trying to build your own following, which we all know is way too difficult in 2022 and beyond. I've personally been using this method for the past 3 years to make a multi-million-dollar income without needing any fancy equipment, without wasting years of my life creating hundreds and hundreds of videos, and all without even trying to build my own following from scratch. Because this new YouTube loophole allows you to tap in already created audiences that exist on YouTube that are under monetized, and as a result are a massive untapped gold mine for everyday people just like you and me to make a full-time income on YouTube. If that sounds interesting, keep watching because I'm going to flip over to some slides now and we can dive right in. All right, guys. So the way that this model works is that we are tapping into one of the fastest growing niches of videos on YouTube, and that is education. As you can see from the slides here, studies show that half of YouTube's viewers are there for education. Now, this alone wouldn't be exciting. However, the online education industry, aka the global e-learning market, is set to reach $457 billion by the year 2026. That's over $1 billion per day that is being spent in the global e-learning market. Now, you might be asking, what exactly is the global e-learning market? Well, quite simply, it is how-to videos online. Anytime you've looked up how to do something online, for example, how to play the guitar on YouTube, you are contributing to the online e-learning market, just like this guy is, whose video about how to play guitar has over 6.7 million views, or this girl's video that has over 150,000 views about how to start selling on Amazon. All around you, there are people who are tapping into the global e-learning market, teaching people how to develop a hobby, like how to play guitar, how to start a business, how to lose weight, like this guy is, or even just teaching practical skills, like this woman is, who's actually teaching people how to make cornbread dressing at home. So the way that this model works is actually a little different than you might imagine. Rather than going through the process of trying to create these long, drawn-out educational videos on YouTube, which, like I've mentioned, can take way too long for very little return, instead, what we are going to do is tap into these already existing audiences that have been built for us on YouTube to make a passive income stream. And here's exactly how it works. And this is actually how I first discovered this back in 2020. There was one day where I was on YouTube and I was watching videos, and I happened to be watching this video right here about how to beat procrastination. However, before the video actually started playing, this guy's video played right in front of it. It was from a company called NeuroGym, and this guy right here, who I came to learn, his name is John Asseroff, he actually was advertising right on top of this video about how to beat procrastination. You can see the ad that popped up had a skip button on the right side, and then on the left side, there was a button that I could learn more. When I clicked on that button to learn more, I was brought to a sales page where at the top, I could see it was for about beating procrastination. As I started to do more research and I started to scroll through the sales page, I actually saw that this guy, John Asseroff, was selling a digital product for $197 about how to win the game of procrastination. Now, this seemed really interesting to me because not only was this guy not trying to build his own YouTube channel or his own following, but he was selling a digital product, a product that has basically 100% profit margins and didn't have any fulfillment costs, didn't have any inventory costs, nothing like that. And as I started to do a little bit more digging on his process, I actually saw that his company called NeuroGym was valued and generating over $5 million in revenue every single year. And that same exact day, it couldn't be a coincidence, while I was clicking around on YouTube, I was watching this video about how to dunk a basketball for the first time. And the exact same thing happened. Before I actually tried to watch this video, a video ad on YouTube actually popped up for this company right here. Same exact thing. There was a button on the right to click skip, and then there was a button on the left to learn more. And when I clicked that button to learn more, I was brought to this page that was, again, a sales page for a digital product. However, this time it was a sales page for learning how to become a master of the deep game of basketball. As I scrolled around and I started to click through on the page, I saw that this guy was doing the exact same thing. He was selling a digital product, an online course for $495 about how to master the deep game of basketball. And this is when I realized the massive opportunity on YouTube. Rather than going through the process of trying to build my own audience and trying to make endless YouTube videos from scratch, instead, I could follow this simple two-step model of simply creating a 2 to 3 minute long YouTube video ad and using that to advertise a digital product like an online course to make passive income with an extremely high profit margin. And coolest of all is actually getting paid for knowledge that these people already had in an automated way. So again, this new way of making money on YouTube is by targeting these existing untapped audiences that have been built for us on YouTube and simply getting in front of them with a short 2 to 3 minute video ad. Now, before we continue any further, I want to clarify exactly what I mean when I'm talking about digital products in the online education industry, as I know these can be intimidating terms as they were for me when I was first getting started. The very first thing I want to clarify is what exactly is an online course or a digital product? Well, quite simply, it's simply a way of packaging your knowledge, skills, or expertise into something that you can sell for an infinite number of times. There's plenty of software out there that can help you with this. This one is just one example. It's called Kajabi. As you can see from the headline on their website, it says, "Turn your knowledge into an online course, no tech skills required." Kajabi is a company that's helping people tap into this billion-dollar industry, so it's no coincidence that they just got over $550 million in venture capital funding and now are valued as a company at over $2 billion. And if this wasn't impressive enough, think about major celebrities that you probably know already. Celebrities like Tony Hawk, Alicia Keys, and Gordon Ramsay. All of these people could literally be doing anything as their next business ventures, but all of them are now getting into the online education industry to teach the skills and expertise that they have become known for. Collectively, these three people have a net worth of $510 billion, but they are all choosing that their next business decision and their next way that they are going to build wealth is actually by tapping into this massive growing trend of the online education industry. Now, a lot of people see these statistics, they see all these big numbers thrown out, and they might wonder, why is this such a massive trend? Why has this new industry opportunity emerged? Well, a lot of it has to do with all of the recent events that have happened, especially with what has happened with the craziness in 2020. Fundamentally, the world has changed in so many ways. However, one of the biggest changes that has happened is the way that we learn. No longer do we as people in society only learn in classrooms in schools, colleges, or universities. Instead, more people than ever, including yourself, I would bet, are learning things online. We're learning things like how to play guitar, how to start a business, how to lose weight, or even how to cook, all from simple little YouTube videos that we can find for free online. And this is when my eyes opened to this massive opportunity that rather than wasting months trying to build a YouTube channel and an income from scratch, instead I could monetize the knowledge and skills that I already had in a more leveraged, automated, and faster way by simply tapping into this simple two-step model to make a passive income online. It really is that simple. And what we are going to go over today is exactly how you can tap into this exact same model literally within the next 24 hours. Because when I was first getting started back in 2020, this is the way that I actually did it. I recorded my very first short 2 to 3 minute long YouTube video ad in my Boston apartment, and you can see I literally looked like a college student. Maybe you can't see it because the quality is kind of poor, but I literally had acne on my face. I was recording my iPhone. It was not the most professional video, but as a result of actually tapping into this massive growing industry, this video got over 2 million views. And when I first launched it in my very first month, June of 2020, I made over $15,000 in personal income, which was more money than I had ever made in my entire life. But what's even crazier than that is literally the exact month after, in July of 2020, I nearly 10x'd my income and made over $134,000. And it should go without saying that I'm not showing you these numbers to brag or show off how amazing I am, but instead to show you that this is the real deal, because I know how many YouTube videos and I know how many online business gurus that are out there that are not going to show you actual behind the scenes numbers of how their business works. So just in the full nature of transparency, these were the numbers when I first got started, June of 2020, July of 2020. And for the rest of that year, the rest of 2020, when most people were going through extremely poor economic conditions, I netted netted just under $1 million, $864,000 from August to December 2020. And just to show you what the profit margin on this business looks like, because like I said, that's one of the best parts about this model, is that we are selling digital products, a product that fundamentally does not have any inventory costs or any costs for us to fulfill, like we might have to do if we were shipping physical products to Amazon or Shopify or something like that. So I literally have my QuickBooks accounting report pulled up for the year of 2020. And you can see from January to December of 2020, I generated over $1.08 million in sales, of which $624,000 of that was profit, meaning the profit margin that I was operating at was about 60 to 65%, which is absolutely unheard of in the world of online business. If you've ever looked into other online business models, whether it's Amazon, Shopify, affiliate marketing, anything like that, with most of those, you are absolutely crushing it if you're getting a 10 to 20% profit margin. So this model literally allows you to triple the profits that you're making while still making an incredibly high income. So that's exactly what we're going to go over today. And just as proof of our journey from 2020 to today, 2022, at the time of recording this, we now sell 3 different courses inside of our business. We service over 4,500 customers, and we've generated over $6.5 million in revenue. But again, I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm simply telling you this to show you that what I'm going to be sharing with you today is based on actual fact, not some theory or things that we read online. Because this has not only worked for us, but it's worked for many of our clients who we've taught these exact same systems to. Clients like Michelle, who was actually a corporate recruiter at her 9-to-5 job. She had failed with multiple other online ways of making money online, but using this exact same model, she's now making over $20,000 a month and has been able to quit her 9-to-5 job. Or clients like Ryan, who used to work for his dad's carpet cleaning company, but he now makes over $30,000 per month, literally without any fancy equipment, just using the things that we're going to talk about today. And he's been able to retire his father, which is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to be sharing more of these case studies with you today with clients like Andrew, who now makes over $50,000 per month. But before we do that, I want to get into this actual business model, the 3-step YouTube income model, which goes brainstorm, target, and profit, which all in shouldn't take you any more than 7 to 14 days to actually start seeing results and actually start making money. And coolest of all, if you stick around to the end of this video, I will actually invite you to an exclusive opportunity to have my team build your online course for you. Literally do all of the work that we are going to go over today to potentially make you $5,000, $10,000, or even $20,000 per month in passive income without you having to lift a single finger. So here's what we're going to go over today, starting with step number 1, which is brainstorming. Specifically brainstorming what your online course could be about. Now, again, just like when I first introduced the idea of selling digital products or selling your knowledge in the form of an online course, there's so many ways that I see clients that we work with overcomplicate this process. However, it really needs to be something that you keep simple, because quite often in business, and especially in this business model, simple is the thing that's going to make the most money. So don't overcomplicate this and simply ask yourself 2 simple questions. Number 1, what are you passionate about? And then number 2, more specifically, what could you give advice to people about? Because like I mentioned before, one of the best parts about this business model is that you are getting paid for the knowledge and expertise that you already have in an automated, leveraged way. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Simply think about the things that you're already passionate about, the things that you already have a decent amount of knowledge and expertise about, and specifically, maybe a way to narrow your thinking even more is ask yourself, what could you teach people how to do? Or what do you find people asking you to teach them how to do? When I was first getting started, literally, this is what I did. I asked myself these questions, I pulled out a sheet of paper, and I started scribbling down a list. And if I'm being honest, I did not have the best ideas. You can see at the top, I was coming up with things like how to get an internship, how to learn Facebook ads, how to be more productive. And then at the bottom, I was literally doing things like how to drink water or how to fight anxiety when public speaking. But this is all part of the ideation process. You don't want to be critical of yourself. You literally just want to jot as many ideas as you can onto paper so that we can refine it and hone in later. Because after doing this for 2 years and literally helping hundreds and hundreds of clients duplicate this exact same business model, we've helped clients make money in some of the craziest industries online. From everything like how to do makeup, how to learn a foreign language, how to lose weight, how to start a career in fitness, all the way to how to learn how to box from home, how to be prepared for a disaster, how to recover from an injury, or how to speed read. So these are all really crazy, really unique ideas, really unique areas of knowledge and expertise that we've helped people create a passive income stream around, but they all follow the same template. They all start with the two words, how to blank. So that's how I want your brain thinking right now, is thinking about how you can help someone do something specifically. And when it comes to the different categories of these courses, it might seem a little random, but after doing this for 2 years, we found that there are 4 big categories that are the most profitable and the most lucrative when it comes to selling automated online digital courses. Those big 4 categories are health, wealth, love and relationships, and personal development. If you have a passion or a specific knowledge in any one of these 4 industries, you could potentially be sitting on a gold mine of knowledge that you are simply not monetizing correctly, which is exactly what we are going to show you how to do today. So I want to break it down into more nitty-gritty specifics and show you exactly how you could monetize your knowledge in one of these specific areas. So some examples in these big 4 categories could be in the health industry. You could teach people how to lose weight, how to manage or heal a disease, how to feel more energized, how to work out, or even how to sleep better. If you could teach someone how to do these things, I guarantee you could be making anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per month in passive income from your specialized health knowledge. When it comes to the wealth category, this is to do with all things money. So if you can teach people how to make more money, how to start a business, how to grow a business, how to excel in a new career, maybe get a promotion in their existing career, or maybe just how to invest and save in a specific asset like the stock market, real estate, crypto, anything like that. If you have specialized knowledge in any of those categories, people would absolutely be willing to pay for it if it is packaged and positioned correctly. When it comes to love and relationships, as you can guess, this has to do with, people and gender dynamics. So if you can teach people how to meet someone, how to get a girlfriend, how to get a boyfriend, how to get a husband, how to get a wife, how to have a happy relationship, how to fix a bad relationship, or even something like how to parent kids better. These are all examples that we've helped clients make $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 per month with their own online courses about. And finally, in personal development, this could be anything from soft skills, hard skills, to mindset and everything in between. So things like how to master your mindset, how to overcome burnout, how to manifest, how to be more productive, how to let go of fear and worry, how to learn a new language. All of these things are big potential ideas in these big 4 categories. Again, health, wealth, relationships, and personal development. For now, you don't necessarily have to narrow down on just one. I'm simply giving all of you these examples to you so it can help with your brainstorming process. Because at the end of the day, what we have realized is what you sell does not matter nearly as much as how you sell it. And just as testament of this fact, I actually found this article about this girl who sells online courses and digital products. Her name is Kat Norton, and as you can see by the title of that article, she makes over 6 figures a day selling online courses about Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets, literally making over $100,000 a day teaching people how to use spreadsheets better. If that isn't proof enough that if you have the right mindset and you have the right idea, you can literally make money using nearly any profession or any knowledge or skill set. And she is a fantastic example of that. So once you have some sorts of ideas of what you could potentially package your knowledge, skills, expertise into an online course, the next step is now to think about how you can improve what's out there in the market. Because the last thing you want to do is reinvent the wheel. This is a mistake that so many people make in online business, is they think they need to come up with some brand new $1 million idea when this couldn't be further from the truth. Instead, what you should be doing is validating your idea for an online course or a digital product by finding other people teaching the same thing. There's 2 platforms that I like using for this, and that is Udemy and Amazon Books. Udemy is a platform where you can find people who already sell online courses on specific topics. So you can see here on Udemy, this is a course about how working parents can better manage their time. It has over 500 students. This course is about how to become a DJ. It has over 16,000 paying students. This one's about how to start and run a successful web design business with over 24,000 students. So there's really a ton of opportunity to see what's out there and see what people are already paying for on platforms like Udemy. When it comes to Amazon Books, these aren't necessarily online courses, but it's a different form of information. People are paying for information in the form of the written word in a book, and this is a great way to validate your idea. So if I was thinking about creating an online course on mindset, I would go on Amazon Books, type in mindset and find all of these different books that people are already paying for on mindset. Or if I was interested in starting one on dog training, I could do the exact same thing and find all of these existing products. So when I do this, what I like to do is look for courses and books on these two platforms with a minimum of 250 sales or reviews. This means that there is clearly demand in this market, that if you are able to step in and create a superior version of a product in some unique way, then you would easily be able to make money using this process that I'm going to go over today. So at the end of the day, the goal is to not complicate things. Simply generate as many ideas as possible of ways that you could sell your knowledge and expertise, and simply find other people who are already doing that. Because the one question you should ask yourself is, do people pay for guidance or advice on this topic? If the answer is yes, I guarantee you can make money with your online course, no questions asked. Just like Michelle, who I talked to you before, she was a former corporate recruiter at her 9-to-5 job. So naturally, she knew that people were willing to pay for this knowledge about recruiting. So what did she do? She created an online course on how to get a job in the tech industry without knowing how to code, since that was her professional experience. And instead of being capped at her 9-to-5 job, she's now making over $20,000 per month, which is absolutely incredible, using the exact same knowledge and skill set that she had at that exact same job. That is the power of an online course, and that is why I'm so excited about this business model. So what I want you to do now is actually start generating course ideas for yourself. I literally want you to do what I did and get out a sheet of paper and list every possible idea that you have for an automated online course by asking yourself the questions that I asked you before. Number one, what are you passionate about? Easiest way to think about this is, what do you like watching YouTube videos about? You can literally go on YouTube, go through your search history, look at the videos that often get suggested to you and that you like clicking on. If it's health, wealth, love and relationships, personal development, whatever it is, write as many of those things down, because I guarantee if you're passionate about it, you probably have a knowledge or skill set in that industry that people would be willing to pay for. So that's number one. Number two is, again, what could you give advice to people about? Are there any specific topics that you have friends, family members, coworkers that are often coming to you asking for advice or asking for help in a specific area? And then finally, which big four category, health, wealth, love and relationships, and personal development, do you feel like you know more about than the average person? Because as we're going to go over later, you do not need to be an expert or an all-knowing bona fide guru in any of these areas to actually start making money. Instead, you simply need to be a few steps ahead of the average person in any of these big four categories, and that's going to be enough for you to get started. So again, do exactly what I did. Ask yourself these questions, get out a sheet of paper, write down every single idea you have. Some of them are going to be bad, it's true. However, there are going to be those diamonds in the rough that you are going to be able to isolate and continue on with this business model. And again, if you stick around to the end, my team can help identify your most profitable course idea for you. Just like we did with Jim Crane here, who says, I did not even think I had a course worth of knowledge until he watched this video. However, now he realizes he has tons of useful knowledge, and he thanks us for making him aware of it. That is my exact same goal for you. So that is step number one, brainstorming. Step number two is actually targeting. What exactly do I mean by this? I mean targeting hot buyers for your course idea. And this is perhaps the most important part of the process, and one of the things that makes our process so unique. Because the number one reason that I see most people fail in online business is they spend months or years of time on an idea or on a business model that they don't even know if it's going to pay off for them. So that's exactly what we want to avoid in step number two right here. We want to figure out how to know before wasting a second of your time whether your idea for an online course is going to be profitable or not. Because like I said, worst mistake you can make is spending months working on something that no one wants. So we need to validate your idea for a course before we actually put anything together. So how do we do that? The way that we do that is quite simply by targeting people who are theoretically already looking to spend money on your course. And the way that we do this, as I went over before, is with simple little YouTube video ads. You've probably seen them just clicking around on YouTube on your computer or your phone before, but just as a brief refresher, these are the videos that play before you start watching a video on YouTube. And there's two components of a YouTube video ad. There is the skip button on the right side that allows you to skip past the ad. And then on the left side, there's a call to action box, which actually allows you to go off of YouTube and go to the advertiser's website. So the reason that this model works so well is because, as we've gone over, YouTube literally has millions of how-to videos in the big four categories: health, wealth, love and relationships and personal developments that hungry potential buyers of your course are already watching. These audiences have already been built for us. If you had a course about how to work out at home, there's no reason that you have to go build an entire audience and following from scratch when there's literally millions and millions of people already watching these videos. The way that we tap into the audiences that have already been created for us is with what's called keywords. Keywords are the words that actually appear in the title and the description of YouTube videos so that YouTube can determine when you type in how to work out at home, which videos actually show up in the search results. So we actually use a few different software tools to see how many monthly searches different keywords on YouTube are actually getting. For example, if I type in how to work out, you can see some of these keywords are getting as many as 1.6 million monthly searches. Then down towards the bottom, they're getting closer to 60,000 to 90,000 monthly searches. These are the exact reasons why certain videos show up. Same exact thing for if I was typing in how to stop procrastinating. These are the videos that show up, and then plugging it into this tool here, we can see how many actually monthly searches that these specific keywords are getting. So again, the goal in this step is to target people already looking to spend money on solving a specific problem. The way that we do this is keywords. However, the real secret sauce of this method, the real secret way that I was able to make money so quickly and so many other of our clients have been able to do this is by targeting what we like to call micro niche keywords. These are how-to keywords that have less than 100,000 monthly searches. So this is a quick example with this same example of how to work out at home. With this big list of keywords, these would be only the bottom 3 keywords on the list. These all have less than 100,000 monthly searches, like the one at the bottom that says how to work out at home with a puppy that has about 70,000 monthly searches. So you can see if I go on YouTube and I type in how to work out at home with a puppy, sure enough, there's videos on YouTube that these people have already created the audiences of. So keywords at the end of the day equal money. The reason that we love micro niche keywords and the reason that this is the real secret sauce of this system is because micro niche keywords have significantly less competition when it comes to advertising. And as a result, it costs less for us to put our video ad in front of these videos on YouTube, resulting in a higher profit margin. In fact, oftentimes, many of these keywords have virtually zero competition, virtually zero other advertisers who are competing for this exact same traffic. Because the way that most big companies advertise on YouTube is they target these big singular keyword phrases. Just as an example, this is one of the biggest fitness advertisers on YouTube. It's a company called VShred. You can see one of their biggest ads has over 12 million views. This is a tool where you can see the actual keywords that they are using to advertise this video under. You can see at the bottom, some of these keywords are just huge. They're things like fitness, workout, how to build muscle that probably have thousands and thousands of other companies competing for the exact same ones. However, using this method of targeting these micro niche keywords, again, the ones that only have less than 100,000 monthly searches, we can make a fully passive income stream online without having to spend tens of thousands of dollars competing with the big advertisers like VShred or whoever it might be in your online industry. So a lot of people overlook these micro niche keywords because I would bet if you saw a YouTube video that only had 10,000 views, you probably wouldn't think it was making that much money. It probably wouldn't be worth your time. However, after doing this for close to 2 years, we've actually reversed engineered the exact numbers that you could potentially make depending on a keyword's monthly search volume. And you can see here, for an example keyword here, how to lose pregnancy weight at home, it gets just under 10,000 monthly searches, 9,876 to be exact. But over on the right side, you can see that the potential monthly profit of that amount of searches is $7,190, operating at a profit margin of about 34%. Compare this to these massive keywords like lose weight at home, which has nearly 20x the amount of searches, 226,000. And yes, you would technically be making more profit on that keyword, about 32,000 a month. Your profit margin would be significantly lower. It would be about 6%, which means that if things ever change or if that keyword ever got more competitive, you would start losing money a lot faster. So this is something that we've had to learn the hard way. And it's why that we love these micro niche keywords. And the real way that I want you to think about this is do not ignore all of the $20 bills just chasing after that big $100 bill. Because quite often those $100 bills are a lot more competitive, and usually you're not going to be taking as much home, which really is the name of the game at the end of the day. So again, keywords equal money. The more micro niche keywords that you can advertise under on YouTube, the more money you are going to make. And the reality is, even the biggest advertisers on YouTube, companies that spend millions and millions of dollars every single month on simple little YouTube video ads, they're companies that overlook these obvious micro niche keywords, either because they're lazy or they're uninformed or both. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that targeting just a few micro niche keywords on YouTube using this exact same model can result in enough monthly profit to help you quit your 9-to-5 job. Or if you're someone who likes fancy things and likes to think in terms of buying things, think about buying a brand new car like this Tesla Model S right here, where the estimated lease payment is about $1,700. That might seem like an expensive, out of reach thing for you right now, but literally by targeting the smallest keyword on this list, how to lose weight from sitting at home on a computer all day, that only gets 5,000 monthly searches, could literally buy you 2 brand new Teslas, because the potential monthly profit on that keyword is just over $4,400 per month, which is actually exactly what we've helped clients like Winnie Clark do, who actually has a course helping small business owners who need help with their taxes. You can see in this chat message she actually sent our team, she made $500 from her course last week with absolutely zero promotion, meaning she's making $2,000 a month completely passively without any extra work in her already busy schedule. So this is why I really want to stress the importance of this, of not skipping over the $20 bills, trying to chase after the $100 bill. Because a lot of people think that they need to make millions and millions of dollars to actually live the life that they want, to have the freedom that they actually want, which is the reason that a lot of people get into these online businesses. But even just an extra $2,000, $5,000, or $8,000 a month, I would bet would be completely life-changing for a lot of you, which is exactly why these micro niche keywords are so powerful, because literally just by targeting a few of them, you could literally be there in a matter of weeks. So that is exactly why I love these micro niche keywords. And maybe in the old days of YouTube and doing this model, we would neglect all of this extra free money. But because YouTube is absolutely skyrocketing, it is showing no signs of slowing down after all the craziness that happened in 2020, no longer is it worthwhile. And instead, we definitely want to pick up those free $20 bills that are laying on the ground. And I haven't even told you the best part about this. The best part about YouTube ads is they are literally a risk-free investment. Because if someone skips your ad, meaning if they click that little skip button on the right side, you don't have to pay YouTube a single dime. Meaning that if you're doing this business model correctly and you are actually advertising under the right keywords, using the right structures, you literally cannot lose a single dollar on ineffective advertising. Because if it's ineffective and if someone's skipping your ad, you don't have to pay YouTube a single dime for that person skipping your ad. So that is step number 2, brainstorming and then targeting. The very final step, and probably the most exciting one of all, is actually profiting. And the way that we are doing this is releasing what I like to call your version 1.0, the version 1.0 of your online course and your digital product. So this is the exact same company that, the exact same concept that companies like Uber and Airbnb launched with. They start small with a super scaled down version of their product, and they release it out into the market to get customer feedback, to get some initial sales coming in the door that ultimately informs their next steps. Because the best part about this is that a lot of people think that, kind of like writing a book, creating an online course maybe takes months or years, but you can literally create your very first version 1.0 of your course in less than 24 hours. And by following these steps that I'm going to go over, you can price your very first version 1.0 course from anywhere from $500 to $2,000 and increase the price with every subsequent sale. So a lot of people might be uncomfortable with this idea of selling a 1.0 course or not selling this sexy, super polished product. But again, this is the exact same concept that companies like Airbnb, Uber, Lyft, and even LinkedIn started with. Reid Hoffman, who's the co-founder of LinkedIn, said, if you are not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've probably launched too late. So that alone is testament that launching with your own version 1.0 to get that traction, get those early results, is exactly how you want to go. Because my version 1.0, like I said, I literally threw it together in a single weekend. It wasn't anything fancy. It was literally a Google Drive folder of a handful of videos. But this very exact thing screenshotted here, this was my version 1.0. This is the exact thing that allowed me to make $15,000 in June of 2020, and then over $134,000 in July of 2020. And yes, 2 years later, now we have a whole fancy system that we help clients build out. We have this fancy members area and all these fancy videos, and it generates over $300,000 per month now. But literally when I got started and made my first $100,000 in sales, it was literally a super simplified version. And that's what people want. They don't want all the bells and whistles. Usually they just want the most effective way to get the information that they need. And again, this is the exact same thing that we help clients with. Clients like Andrew, who I mentioned to you before, he makes over $50,000. You can see screenshotted here his exact members area. It's nothing fancy, it's just a handful of videos, but he's been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars passively from his online course using this exact same system. And the big guys do the exact same thing. That NeuroGym course who I was telling you about, again, that's about how to beat procrastination. They make over $400,000 per month, and you can see their product, their members area, their website, it's really no different. It's simply a way of housing their different videos and their different information. So again, bringing you back to that point that I mentioned in step number one, what you sell does not matter nearly as much as how you sell it, because we've helped clients with some of the craziest things, course topics online, like how to day trade crypto, how to have a happy relationship, how to master your mindset, all the way to how to speed read. All of that is possible to sell using this exact same system. And when done correctly, when you do these 3 steps in order in the way that I've taught you, making $10,000 to $50,000 per month in passive income becomes very achievable math. Because just one sale per day of your online course, if you're selling it for $500, that equals $15,000 per month in pure profit. If it's a $2,500 course, which I know it might sound shocking that we can sell courses for this much, but we have clients that have done this exact same thing. One sale per day of a $2,500 course equals $75,000 per month. And then finally, one sale per day of a $5,000 course. Again, I know this might seem like a huge number, but I'm literally going to show you someone on the next slide who's selling their course for nearly as much. This can make you $150,000 per month in pure profit. So again, if you're just getting started with this, you don't necessarily need to charge $2,500 or need to charge $5,000. But I would bet the knowledge, skills, and expertise that you have, that you're possibly thinking about packaging into an online course, is probably a lot more valuable than you initially think. Like clients like Mike here, who originally was planning on selling his course for just $500 because he was a busy school teacher and he ran a small printing business on the side, and he wasn't initially planning on selling his course about how to start a printing business for anything more than $500. However, you can see on the left there, he was able to sell his very first course for $4,000 while still being extremely busy with life. He literally had a second baby at home, which congratulations to him. And obviously congratulations for making that first amazing milestone of his first course sale at $4,000. Or clients like Joe here, who actually had a massive YouTube channel. He actually had 85,000 YouTube subscribers, but he wasn't making any money until he started using this exact same process. And now he's making over $44,000 a month, which is absolutely mind-blowing because he never thought that that type of income was possible with what he was doing before. So there are likely thousands of people out there who would pay for a course on a topic that you're knowledgeable or passionate about. If you want to make $20,000 to $50,000 per month in passive income with your own online course, it's literally just these 3 simple steps that we've gone over today. Brainstorm, target, and profit, which all in shouldn't take more than 5 to 12 days of your time all in. And when you actually execute and launch your online course using these steps, you will have what most people desperately want, but will never get: a proven, predictable system for making passive income online with the knowledge and expertise that you already have, allowing you to shatter the financial glass ceiling that's currently holding you back and actually have an uncapped way of experiencing financial freedom. So at this point in the presentation, I've showed you everything that you need to know about utilizing this model to make passive income. And at this point in the video, you basically have 3 options. Option number 1 is you can go back to watching YouTube, which is totally fine. You can go back to looking at all of these different ways of making money online and starting a business and learning from these flashy guys with their Lamborghinis, their Ferraris, and everything. After learning about this strategy and seeing the possibilities, my guess is if you stuck around this long, you see the massive potential that this business model has over any others, and you probably want to take it further, which is why I probably wouldn't advise going with option number 1. Option number 2 is to try and do this on your own. And again, this is a viable option. This is what I did when I was first getting started. But in the process of doing so, without having a mentor, without having a proven system of going about things, I wasted months of time and thousands of dollars on expensive advertising simply because I did not know any better. However, for some people, trial and error and some of those frustrations can be a very powerful learning lesson. So if that's the way you prefer doing things, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. But for most people that want to really take advantage of this business model and do so in the most foolproof and quick way as possible, I would recommend option number 3, which is to simply shortcut your success with myself and my team. A team that has not only done this to sell millions of dollars of digital products and online courses, but has also helped hundreds and hundreds of clients do the exact same thing, to package their unique knowledge, skills, and expertise into an online course that can actually make them passive income. If that sounds like the option that you want to go with, I would recommend clicking the link below this video to apply for a free one-on-one strategy call with our team. During this call, we will discuss how an online course can help you make the income and impact that you truly desire for yourself. We'll discuss any possible course ideas that you might have brainstormed during this video, including the price point of those courses, deliverables and things that you could include in that course, and all sorts of other things. We could also go over the estimated cost of launching that specific course, as well as the estimated timeline for you actually making a return on your investment on that course. And then after going through all of those things, we will tell you whether or not we are absolutely positive that you could have amazing success with this online income model. Because this is just a short video, and obviously this could be seen by anyone out there in the world. And by now you've probably realized that you and your situation are unique. I can speak to you through the computer or the phone screen, but I don't know you personally yet, which is why if we're able to learn about your unique situation, who you are, what your goals are, what your ambitions are, and what ultimately your online course could be about, myself and my team would 100% be able to determine the quickest and easiest path for you to hit your goals. So if that sounds interesting, I want to tell you exactly who this opportunity is for. This is for you if after watching this video, you want help launching your own online course to a consistent $10,000 to $50,000 per month in passive income as quickly as humanly possible. This is for you if you don't want to go through the trial and error and expensive legwork of trying to figure it out on your own and trying to launch with as little risk as possible. This is also for you if you don't have the time or interest in stumbling through months of complex, expensive guesswork trying to do this on your own. And especially this is for you if you want personalized, one-on-one mentorship, attention, and over-the-shoulder guidance from someone who has not only done it themselves, but has quite literally helped hundreds of other people do it using a proven system, exactly like the clients that I've shown you today, clients like Michelle, clients like Mike, and countless others who I'll be able to share with you at the end of today's video. So this is obviously for those who see those exact reasons why this is an incredible opportunity and you want to take advantage. If that sounds like you, click the link below this video and apply for a free one-on-one strategy call. However, again, as this could be seen by anyone on planet Earth, I want to give some very specific guidelines on who this opportunity is not for. This is ultimately not for you if you are completely broke. Unfortunately, this is a business model that while it does not require thousands and thousands of dollars in capital, it still is a business, which is why we recommend having a minimum of $1,000 to $2,000 to invest into getting this started and actually beginning to make profits. This is not for you if, even if you have the money, you are not willing to invest into yourself and you're not ready to finally make a real change in your life. I actually wasted months and years of my time trying out all of these online business models and basically trying to penny pinch, not trying to spend any money. And as you can imagine, I never made any money because at the end of the day, when it comes to online business and just business in general, it takes money to make money. So if you're not looking to invest, unfortunately, this probably is not going to be the right opportunity for you. This is also not for you if you're only in business for yourself. If you're someone who's selfish, who isn't actually caring about making a positive impact on the world with your own online course, unfortunately, this business model probably isn't going to work for you just because that's one of the biggest benefits of it is making a positive impact with your knowledge and expertise. And finally, if you're someone who's stuck in information gathering mode, you're someone who still wants to watch all of these online business YouTube videos and just consume information without actually getting any results, again, this probably is not for you. We would not recommend booking a call because our coaches are extremely busy. This is literally a screenshot I took of our coach's schedule of all the one-on-one free strategy calls they do, because we want to find the people that are actually motivated and serious about taking advantage of this opportunity and have valuable knowledge, skills, or expertise that they can share with the world to make passive income. So if this doesn't seem like the right opportunity for you, there's no hard feelings, but please do not waste our coach's time and do not book a call. But if you have listened to me so far and this does sound like the right opportunity for you, here's what I want you to do next. Below this video, there's a link where you can press it and schedule a time to speak with one of our dedicated coaches. Due to our limited availability, as I just showed you, there is a brief application that you must fill out to see if you qualify. You'll be able to see if you qualify right away. And again, this is completely free. You don't need to put your credit card in or anything like that. If you do qualify and you are approved for a one-on-one strategy call, we will discuss what your goals are, both personally and professionally, what online course idea makes the most sense for you, and how you could potentially launch your own online course to be on pace for $10,000 a month in passive income in as little as 30 days. Then, if on this call, if we decide that it's a good fit, we can discuss the possibility of potentially working together. And as I've already stressed, we cannot help everyone. Even though there's probably thousands of people watching this video getting excited about this opportunity, we only keep this video online when we're looking for 8 to 10 hungry, ambitious people who want to make a serious income and impact with their very own online course. And we have one of the best reputations in the online business and the online marketing industry, because we are extremely selective of who we decide to work with. So if our team ultimately determines it's not the right fit because we are not 100% positive, without a shadow of a doubt that we can get you results, unfortunately, we're going to tell you that it's not a great fit, because we have a reputation to protect and we want to make sure that we are only working with clients that can 100% get results using this system. So at the end of the day, this really is for two people. Number one, if you're someone that wants to start making money online using your knowledge, skills, or expertise in an automated way, and you want to follow a proven system for success. Or number two, if you've already been selling online courses, but you want to scale your income and impact to make upwards of $20,000 to $50,000 per month, this is 100% for you. And I would recommend clicking the link below this video, applying for a free one-on-one strategy call before all of the time slots fill up. Because worst case scenario, the call is 100% free. Again, you don't have to put your credit card in to apply for a call. It's nothing like that. Because even if we can't help you, we will tell you exactly what we would do if we were in your situation to achieve your desired goal. Basically giving you free insights from someone who's actively in the trenches, who's actually building their business, has made millions of dollars with their very own online courses. And in the best case scenario, we can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that we can 100% help you, and we will invite you to work with us one-on-one, building out your online course together and working with you until you're making a minimum of $10,000 per month in passive income guaranteed. Showing you how we've grown our business to the point where we've made millions and millions of dollars starting back in 2020 when I was literally a broke college student, and also showing you exactly how our clients like Michelle have been able to see incredible results. I've told you about Michelle a few times. She actually recorded a video talking about her experience in working with us and using this business model. I'll play it right here and you can tell me your thoughts.
Hey group, I wanted to make a quick video because yesterday I hit a milestone. I made $10,000 in the first 2 weeks of May, which is so crazy. And yeah, like I it's weird because this is something that you look forward to in your life, in your business journey, for a very long time, or at least like I have. And so for it to just happen and now like I can check that box, I'm just like, what's next? It's crazy. And so I wanted to just post this little video, maybe some words of encouragement, whether you are like super stoked and fired up about where you're at in your journey or you're feeling a little bit down. I feel like I'm the least special person in the world. And so if I can figure this out, like truly anybody can figure this out. And yeah, comment where you're at, maybe what your goals are, or if there's anything even that you're struggling with. And this community is really great, so we can probably help each other out.
That is absolutely incredible. Literally from her mouth, she doesn't consider herself to be anyone special, but she still made over $10,000 in the first 2 weeks of May. And clients like Michelle are not unique. We have another client, Andrew, who I've told you about before. He's currently making over $50,000 per month from his online course after getting fired from his job just 2 short months ago. He also recorded a video talking about his experience with this business model. I'll play it for you here.
All right, hey Lucas, so this success story is long overdue, man, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of my results so far this month. So here are some of my results. These are the payouts. And if we look at the sum here, woo, all in the last 24 days, man, all in the last 24 days. And if we come over here to my Stripe account, if we just click the refresh page right here, bam. So far, over $41,000 processed through Stripe this month. And so, Lucas, man, I just wanted to thank you for all that you've actually helped me with so far. And just literally the last 2 months, that's it, the last 2 months, did $56,000 in a single month in March. We found our winning ad in like February, and I started with you on January 10th. Today is March 24th, and already I'm doing, you know, nearly 7-figure business, and we still got some more time left until the month is over. But I just wanted to make you this quick testimonial video, and if anyone's on the fence about working with Lucas, Lucas literally goes above and beyond. Hopefully Lucas like puts my little Facebook post right here and you can pause, but basically he goes above and beyond. He literally set up all my ads with me. Like really critiqued me every single day on making my ads better, helped me with all the targeting. And I just came in and started closing those deals, and I've never been happier in my life. Never been happier with the decision I made to actually start this business. So if you're on the fence, just take the plunge. I promise you that it's worth it, and you're gonna be so happy that you did it. So thank you, Lucas. I appreciate you, man. Talk soon.
That is absolutely incredible. And very last one, just because I want to make sure that no stone is left unturned. Ryan, who I showed you before, who used to work for his dad's carpet cleaning company, who's now making over $30,000 per month, also sent in a video testimonial that I want to play for you here.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan DiGregorio, and I've been working with Lucas Lee Tyson for a little while now. And listen, I get it. You want results, and you want to know about the results that the clients are getting, so I'm just going to get right into it. Last month, I made close to 30 grand. And I started this business with Lucas making $0 online. So if you want results, he's your guy. He's gonna help you every step of the way. Next month, it's July right now. It's right after the 4th of July. I'm aiming for 45K at a minimum this month. So if you want results, and those are the kind of results that you're looking for, and it's just, I mean, it's me, it's my business, right? I'm at the point where I have to scale and hire people because I'm too busy. But if that's what you're looking for and you want results, Lucas is your guy.
That is absolutely incredible. So like Ryan said, if those are the results that you're after, if you're tired of looking around at all these different online business models or ways to make money online, and you're finally able to start making money with something real, I would invite you to click the link below this video to apply for your free one-on-one strategy call. What I want to wrap up today's video with is just with some frequently asked questions that I'm sure some people have just about this business model and about the way that this system works. Starting with number one, how much do YouTube ads cost? This is a fantastic question because ultimately it's what the system is predicated on, is those short, simple, 2 to 3 minute long YouTube video ads. On average, a view on your YouTube video ad is going to cost anywhere from 5 cents to 15 cents, depending on the industry that you are in and depending on the micro niche keywords that you are targeting. This is why we recommend having a reserve of cash or credit to invest into ads to actually get this model started. This is why we recommend having a minimum of $300 to $500 in cash or credit that you can dedicate to your very first beta targeting campaigns, and then simply reinvesting your profits back into more ads, because this is one of the best parts about YouTube ads. Unlike other forms of advertising like billboards or radio or television advertisements where you have to shell out thousands of dollars up front, instead, YouTube ads simply bills on a daily basis. So by getting started with a fairly low daily budget, like $30 per day, which is exactly what I did when I was first getting started, all I would do is I would reinvest my profits that I made from my course at the end of each week. So it's really, really simple. You really don't need any more than $300, $500 for getting started with it, which is one of the best parts about this model. So the next question that a lot of people I'm sure have, possibly even you, is how long does it actually take to start making profits and seeing results from the fruits of your labor? So the answer to this is ultimately it depends how quickly that you want to make progress. Andrew, who I showed you earlier, he made over $10,000 in his very first 14 days of getting started with this. However, I would be lying to you if every single person who did this was making $10,000 in their first 14 days. That's just not realistic. The average, I would say, from the experience that we have in working with clients is about 4 to 6 weeks. And the benefit with this model is that it truly is passive once you get it up and running, meaning it's something that can work in the background of your daily life. So you set it up once and it continues to pay you for months and years to come, completely passively, even making you money while you sleep. So in terms of how long it takes to make profits, the average is 4 to 6 weeks, but we've also had clients like Andrew who see results and make their first profits within just 1 or 2 weeks. Next up is a really great question that people have about this is why would someone pay for a course about a topic that I'm knowledgeable or passionate about when there's so much free information online? This is a fantastic question. The thing that you have to understand though is that for many people, free blog posts and YouTube videos are fine, but this is not the customer that we are going after. For any big four problem, for any person that's dealing with a major health problem, a major wealth problem, a major relationship problem, or a major personal development problem, there is always going to be a percentage of that market, a percentage of people that are willing to pay a premium price to have that big four problem solved in a faster, easier, or better way. This is exactly the target market that we want to go after when it comes to your online course. And it's why this model works so well is because we are helping people solve major problems. In the modern world, there is an overflow of available information and an overwhelming lack of insight, meaning an overwhelming lack of what to do with that information. If all it took to lose weight or be happier or be healthier or be wealthier was to read more or consume more information, then no one would have any problems. But instead, this is exactly why this business model is so powerful. Because if you have a knowledge or a skill set in a big four category, again, health, wealth, love and relationships, or personal development, I can virtually guarantee you could be earning 5 to 6 figures from it if you simply position it in the right way. So this is a fantastic question that I get all the time, but we've truly helped hundreds of clients who've had these exact same concerns, which is why if after watching through this whole video, you're still someone that has questions about this model, despite being excited about the opportunity, I would recommend clicking the link below this video, apply for your free one-on-one strategy call, and talk with one of our coaches about this opportunity. It's not going to be some sleazy sales pitch or some sleazy endless presentation. Instead, it really is just going to be a conversation about you and how this opportunity might make sense. But my name's been Lucas. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I hope you've enjoyed learning about this model. If you have any questions, please feel free to book a call. We'd be happy to answer it for you there. And until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day.